What's going on, guys? Troy here with WeightGainNetwork.com. I'm out here in beautiful Venice Beach, California. It's mid-January, so everybody knows what that means. It is bulking season. So I myself am in the middle of a 3-month bulk. I know a lot of you guys are going to be bulking really aggressively for the next 3-4 months. So I want to get into 3 tips on how to maintain 6-pack abs while you're bulking. If you don't follow these tips, you really risk the chance of putting on too much size, which is aka too much fat, and you're never going to see those abs come through come the spring and summertime. So let's get into 3 tips on how to maintain 6-pack abs while bulking. First tip on how to maintain 6-pack abs while you're bulking has to do with how you set up your calorie surplus. Obviously, when you're bulking, you want to create that calorie surplus. You want to be consuming more calories than you're burning. But how I maintain 6-pack abs while I'm bulking is I will increase my fat and my protein more than I'll increase my carbohydrate intake. So by increasing my fat and protein intake, it does 2 things. Number 1, I'm going to be maximizing my anabolic hormones. The more healthy fats and the more lean proteins you have in your system, the higher your testosterone and your natural HGH levels are going to be. It's going to help with the protein synthesis, and obviously the more protein you have in your system, the more potential and capability for muscle building, giving you all those great amino acids and all that good stuff. So, and also the second thing is by not having all that extra glycogen in your system, you're preventing that spillover that's going to all of a sudden be carried as body fat. So if you consume too many carbohydrates, this is going to go, a certain amount of carbohydrates are going to go into your muscle glycogen, and then once that's filled up, the excess carbohydrates, they're going to be stored as body fat, and you do not want this. So, you have the carbohydrates that you burn and the carbs that are filling up your muscles. That excess, it's going to be body fat instantly. And I know what you guys are thinking, if you eat too much fat and you eat too much protein, this is going to be stored as body fat as well. But I would much rather eat more fat and more protein than carbohydrates because, like I said before, this is going to maximize my anabolic muscle building hormones, which is going to help me, boost my metabolism and increase my lean muscle mass during my bulk. Second tip is I will do high intensity interval training 2 to 3 times a week during my bulk. A lot of guys perform the wrong kind of cardio, but the best kind of cardio for burning fat and building muscle is going to be that high intensity interval training. This is going to increase those human growth hormone levels. It's going to maximize your fat burning and muscle building hormones simultaneously, and it is the perfect kind of cardio to do while you're bulking. Third tip on how to maintain 6-pack abs while you're bulking is to weigh yourself once per week in the morning. So what this does is it assures you that you're not gaining too much weight, aka too much fat during your bulk. So unless you have the testosterone of like a rhinoceros, you should not be gaining more than 1 pound of lean muscle mass per week. So if you hop on the scale and you're gaining 2 to 3 pounds per week, this means that you need to cut those calories back, you're gaining too much fat, and this isn't good for maintaining 6-pack abs while you're bulking. If you guys are going for that really big and that really massive bulky look, that's fine, so be it. But if you want to maintain 6-pack abs while you're bulking, make sure you're gaining at the most about 1.5 pounds per week, ideally about 1 pound per week on your bulk. Those were 3 tips on how to maintain 6-pack abs while you're bulking. I hope these tips help you guys, pack on lean muscle mass and hopefully not pack on too much fat during this winter bulking season, so you guys can, get those ripped abs for the spring and summertime. If you're looking for more great tips on how to bulk up and gain lean muscle mass, check out WeightGainMethod.com. Thanks, guys.
Are you still too skinny? Go to WeightGainMethod.com and get access to a complete step-by-step plan for gaining weight and building muscle fast.